I want you know, I'm on the sun. Oh, we're winning right now, you winning. Say we're winning right now. Then forget that show into what we're living right now.
Thank you so much for staying with us. It's time to witness firsthand a journey of transformation, resilience, and unwavering faith. Today, we have the honor of speaking with Dr. Carla Boswell Lewis, a remarkable educator, author, and leader from her humble let me do my full stop. It's not a good reader, apparently. From her humble beginnings in Barneside, Westmoreland, to her current role as, get this, vice principal at Kingston Technical High School and adjunct lecturer at Northern Caribbean University. Dr. Boswell Lewis has climbed mountains and crossed valleys, all while staying true to her roots and her faith. Today we're celebrating the launch of her debut book, From Barefeet to Heels. I love that. A testament to her journey and a beacon of hope for all of us. And of course, she's wearing awesome heels today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me, Tammy.
We were having a little chit chat before this all started, and I was looking at this book, and I just want to know, it's such an interesting title.
Yeah.
So I want to know where this all started for you, the inspiration behind it, and here we are with this book.
Okay, so the inspiration started, as you mentioned, I'm from a humble beginning, grew up in a rural community, had brothers and sisters. There were 6 of us in the household at one point in time. My parents only went to elementary school and then went off to do their little skills, and so my mother is a dressmaker, my father is a painter. And I had imaginary friends. They were Sandra and Pele. I don't know where they are today, though. But I would talk with them. I would share them because I had a younger sister. My older siblings weren't around, and I had 3 brothers. So it was difficult to break into the brotherhood thing because they would be playing rough and all of that. So I had my little friends. And I would talk with them about what is it that I want to become and where do I see myself. And I had those conversations. I guess it was more of speaking life, over my whole being and everything. And going to all-age school, not having it, teachers poured into us, the community, the church, and I went there bare feet, with just little oil on my foot and all of that. But I'm still grateful for those opportunities. And went to Mannings High School. At that time, Mannings was the top, or still is one of the top schools in Jamaica, in Westmoreland. And moving on from there, I went to Northern Caribbean University, twice an alumnus of that university. And while I was there lecturing, I went back to lecture. I was in the high school system, taught at Tivoli Gardens, I sent youth. So I went to the NCU as an adjunct, as a full-time lecturer at the time. But then the quality of the students that were coming in, and I did home economics, I was saying something is amiss. Something needs to be done in the general school setting. But then because I had my imaginary friends that I told I was going to be a principal one day, so I said I would go back to the high school system to try to work through it, and then I could see my way moving up. And when I went to the high school, and I'm sure they don't mind me calling them out Roger Clark High School, I was making an impact in a very short space of time. And students would say to me, Miss, I enjoy your class, and what is it that you do? Because for me, when I went to high school, I wanted to be the home economics teacher that I didn't have in upper school. We're just writing notes because we're brilliant writing notes. And I wanted to be hands-on. And I remember sharing my story with my form class, 7R, and they said to me, Miss, that's not true. You never go to school barefoot. You look so young, and so on. And they would say, Miss, you have shoes for every color you have. And I was sharing them with my story, and they were like, Miss, you sure? And I said, yes. And I thought to myself, I really need to chronicle all that has happened, because persons, they come and stay they see the glory, they don't know the story. And I decided that I was going to chronicle my story. It's a 2-part book. I wasn't able to finish all of it in one go. So the second part of the book is titled From Heels to Platform, which will now share my PhD journey, my leadership journey, just to motivate. So the book is primarily to thank the teachers of the Jamaican system and to say to them, listen, it's not over. You may not know how far your impact is going now, but in years to come, it will be there, because it is what my basic school teacher did with me at 2 years old that has lasted deep in me. embedded. There are some lessons, life lessons that I still share, use today. That's how, you know, I started to say, listen, let's get this book out. Let me share with Jamaica. Let me motivate young people, because I'm pretty sure there are persons still today who are enduring some of these circumstances, not having the lunch money to go to school, want shoes to school, and you wear that shoes for Jeans Day, every event, church, being laughed at, but at the end of the day, what is it? And my mother would always say to me, listen, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And my father, my family, my whole tribe, they'll be encouraging us to, you know, do your best. They told us education was the only way out of poverty.
And you took that to heart.
I took that literally, you know.
So let me ask you, you know, we were talking earlier about the fact that you have so many different roles. I said to you, so wait, when you leave here now, you're going to be vice principal at a high school. And, you know, you're also an author. You told me this book started actually 9 years
2016.
ago. So I want to talk about just balancing those roles. How do you go from, you know, doing what you do, adding this, lecturing, all that? How do you find that nice balance? Because I think that's something women struggle with in general.
Okay, so I'm a spiritual person. Grew up in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, still a member of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. My favorite Bible text is Philippians 4 verse 13, and I personalize it. Carla can do all things through Christ who strengthens her. And so I organize my time as best as possible. I try, and put on top of that, I have leadership roles at church. I'm a mother. I have a daughter in high school in grade 9. I have another one preparing for PEP. She's in grade 5. So it's a lot that I do, but I organize my time as best as I can. And I live by the principle, I don't take work over. So for example, when I go to work now, I won't leave work until maybe 7 o'clock. So I stay, I get what I need to get done, everything when I go home.
So when you leave there, you can leave the work.
Yes, I leave the work when I go home. I go home to marking papers because I still do adjunct lecturing. And I maintain a relationship with my daughters on the phone, worship, devotion, all of that. And so, and my husband makes it easy for me too, because currently I'm in Kingston for most of the week, and he's the one who takes care of the girls. And sure, while they were trained to do some things, you know, he ensures that they're on time for school and so on. I just want to shout him out every time, Louis. You know, this morning he texts me, I'm so nervous. I'm like, I am supposed to be nervous. But that's how it's been made easy. I trust in God and I allow Him to just lead me.
And a lovely reminder too that we don't do anything alone, do we? And we do need the support of people around us, and we do need to pour into that so that they can pour into us, so we can pour into the world. I want to talk a little bit about the book, where we can find the book, where people can, you know, they may have heard your story today and thought, gosh, I want to read her story because maybe it is my story too. So where can we find the book?
All right, so the book will be available on Amazon on October 18th. That's my birthday. The hardcover, which is this one you're seeing here, it's for $30, and the paperback is for $20. Trying to work on the Kindle version. But then on December 7th, I'll have an official launch, a hybrid approach. So there'll be persons in the physical space and those who are joining online. So for persons in Jamaica who would want to order the book, they can order it from me. They can go to my my different social media handles. I'm on Facebook as KK Redefining B. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm also on Instagram as Dr. KB. And they can order. I'll be able to autograph and just get it to them here in Jamaica.
Amazing. And your voice is so soothing. I think you need to do an audiobook too. You know,
I'd love to hear you reading this book. I've always been told that when I went to NCU at first, and I had to do presentations, they asked me if I was in media, and I said, no, I'm not. So nice to have you here with us today. And thank you for sharing with us so beautifully about your story. And thank you for doing the amazing work that you continue to do, not just with this book, but outside of that. So thank you so much. Lovely to have you here. Our guest has been Dr. Boswell Lewis. Thank you so much again for sharing your incredible story and the message behind From Barefeet to Heels, which is, as she said, available on Amazon come October 18th. Is that right? Yes, it is.
Yes, your birthday. I won't forget that. And I encourage you all to definitely get a copy. Thanks again for joining us today. More Sunrise after the break. We'll be right back.